right? And here I go. I'm early in the morning. America, we don't have time like Subatel, 3 o'clock and all that. No. I was up. It was my interview, my citizenship interview. Maybe I had a deportation somewhere. I don't know. But I have to go for my citizenship interview. And I'm up. Thinking I'm in control. You're not. The worst traffic I've ever seen on that day. It's like you call the whole world to come to that interstate. It's 8 lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. 16. 8 on this side and on this side. Nobody's moving. Me being a former athlete, I said, you know what? I will park my car and start walking or running. But I'm not going to miss out on this interview. And I got there. I got my citizenship. I didn't let go of my Gambian citizenship. Because they don't know. I'm only doing that as a pass to go on. So the essence of me touching on some things, not finishing the stories, is for you to think about. Say, where did this guy go with his business in America 15 years? I told you my wife wanted me to have this outlook. You know what outlook I had? I wear khaki shorts and polo shirt and go to work. And my wife is like, well, so I got here and say, what they're gonna say? You're doing that. You're doing a job that is downgraded. You graduated from a prestigious institution where Martin Luther King went to school at. That's the school I dreamed to go. And I found myself in America, getting into Georgia, in Atlanta, driving past Atlanta going south. I'm going to a college that is a white school, no blacks. I'm like, this is not where I belong. But 2 years later, believe me, I found myself at Morehouse College. How I got there is a long story, but I got there. I've never let go of that foresight, what I wanted. Even in the Gambia, there are things I wanted. The day I said I'm coming back home to Gambia, everybody, there is not a single person in America or in the Gambia who said, welcome home or yo, good luck. Everybody went against me. What you leaving? $200,000 job. If I pay off everything, my taxes, my bills, I get $200,000 in my pocket to work with. And I walked away from that to zero. Came to Gambia for 2 years, no job, no nothing, right? I'm sitting on home. I used to go to Coastal Road at the market, buy dugub, goose, and sit down in my house and throw the things to the pigeons. That's how I used to get my day to go by. But I would never turn around, go back to America, because I said I'm coming back to Gambia. I have a goal. Whether that goal is accomplished or not, I'm going to go do it. Remember, I told you I was an athlete. The marathon doesn't start with on your marks, get set, go. You take off. You may not win the race. It's not for the what did they say? The Romans say the race is not for the swift, neither for the not for the swift, but for those who endure up to the bitter end. I will endure it. In business, if I choose, what I chose was a parking lot business. Like when you come to Q City, you have a car, you want your car to be parked in the front, but they don't allow you to come to the front. I have a business that will take your car from there where you parked, bring it to you here. Because I have that business license and insurance. So when you leave this hall going downstairs, you don't have to walk all the way over there. Right? Simple business, right? It wasn't that simple. Because I have to have $2 million insurance to cover for any damages or stolen items or natural disaster. Right? I went through hell. I don't sleep. 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm at home, my phone is ringing. Mr. Drammeh, we just lost a key for a customer. An American with his car is like an American with his woman. They treat their cars like they're women. Oh, Mr. Drammeh, we just cracked up a vehicle. There's a damage on it. You come back and look, it's a small scratch. You can barely see it. But guess what? The tempo is high up here. So what do I do as a businessman? That is something I have in me. That's what I chose to do. Not because a farm fresh is doing something. Not because you're doing something. Not because somebody did not give me a grant. Because I think that's one of the biggest challenges in the Gambia, whereby we don't get grants. Yeah. I didn't tell you about the chamber. I took over a chamber 12 months ago, where people in the Gambia have a perception when they say the American Chamber of Commerce. Oh, I'm going to join so that I can go to America. And I'm sorry, I'm past my 5 minutes.
It's okay.
I have to tell my story.
It's all right. It's okay.
So that somebody could find something to motivate you. When I came, I went to America. I know what is there. I know what is in America. I know what I left there. It's not the land of honey and milk. If you're gonna make it in Gambia, have that passion in the Gambia, what makes you think if you go to America, you're gonna make it? There are people in America who don't even have a place to live. They live outside. There are Gambians who call somebody every day and say, can you help me pay for my water bill, my light bill, my telephone bill? They do this every day. And now you have Gambia calling you on WhatsApp. Hey, uncle, you know, school's just started. It happens on a daily basis. So I'm not saying don't go to America. My passion, something that is so dear to me. I would love to see a Gambian product on the American shelves, supermarkets, selling, like going on the shelves. Because Gambia has unique products. Gambia has unique services. Gambia has some unique people with passion who want to make it not only in the Gambia, on the international terrain. You don't just want to go and just say, I'm here. How you doing? I'm hanging in there. No. How you doing? Oh, I'm making it. I'm facing some challenges, but my products are selling. The demand is high. That's my goal. I want to be able to have Gambian personnel, entrepreneurs, going to those trade fairs in America and perform. Not only to take 2 suitcases, you sell 2 congs, 3 congs, or your whole suitcase, you make $5,000, $10,000, you come back and rich. And down the line, that $10,000 trains up. What you gonna wait for? The next trade fair. I don't want to see that. You know what I want to see? Us filling up containers or these flights leaving the Gambia, cargo, leaving 1 ton on every other 2 days. My special thing recently I started advocating for is the smallest item in the Gambian market. It's big for me. That is the guana pepper. Okay? We are so focused on bigger items. We're so focused on, I want to get fill up a container, send it to America, make millions. I'm saying, guana, is it guana? Guana. Yeah. It is light, right? It is perishable, but it survives for like a few days, I think, right? So why can't we have packaging companies in the Gambia who can get this small styrofoam flat thing, get the little plastic thing, wrap it, put a sticker on it, says it's made and produced in the Gambia, it's guana pepper, whatever the nutritional facts are, they can help with that. So you see, it's a synergy. He comes in, somebody else comes in, a packaging company comes in, we put it together. We have 1 ton of guana pepper. It's not heavy, but 1 ton is a lot, right? Markets, they're flying off the shelves in America. They sell them for $4, $5, $6, like 6 of them, in like a small package. They come from Mexico, Brazil, and all the other places. But guess what? You may have Gambian products in somebody else's packaging, our neighbors, going into the American markets because Gambia couldn't meet the standards. I'm telling you something that's real. That when I went to America, my last 2 trips, my wife said, I'm going to go chakri. Yes. I'm going to be chakri. I see a nice package, beautiful chakri in there. And I took a picture, sent it to my Gambian members. I said, hey, ladies, my aunties, would you guys look at what the Malians are doing and the Guineans are doing? They are having some presentable packaging, sealed very well, nice nutritional facts, nice good expiration date spelled out, produced in Mali. The moment I hung up, I got a message, somebody saying, oh, by the way, the package you saw, I didn't own it, but the content in there is mine. I said, whoa, what do you mean? He said, I'm the one that supplies this company in Mali. I made them chocolate. A Gambian chocolate. Goes to Mali. Mali packages it, nice, very nice. And I don't know what is the trade name for that. They're exporting whatever you're going to call it.
Yeah.
So we're using our own Gambian resources, whether it's seafood. Kong goes to Senegal, right?
Yes.
Right? Yes. Where do you think that Kong is sold?
America.
It's not sold in Senegal, it's sold in America. But when you come to Gambia, we are banned to export Kong in America. Yes, we are banned. They said Gambia cannot export Kong because the way we process the Kong. And they went to the extent of Gambia started doing sniper on the Kong. And we get banned. Right? These are facts, right? So if a Gambian Kong ends up in Senegal and it's in the American market, let's think about that. So what are we lacking? Let me ask you as a question. What are you lacking? Don't tell me funding, please. What are you lacking? The synergy you're lacking. Interact within yourselves. Look at your weaknesses, identify them. Look at her strength, identify her. Maybe she's weak in whatever you are strong at. Come together. Let Gambians work together. We like to do our own. Probably there is none of you guys over here who are partners. If I'm right, everybody has their own individual thing. And you all are entrepreneurs. It doesn't mean that if Auntie Safi owns this company and I'm Auntie Safi's partner and nobody is saying my name, I'm not going to get into business with Auntie Safi. My brothers and sisters, don't think about that. Because I make millions in America, Gambian standard, okay? I make millions in America. I own the business, but I don't own the place. And I don't control how that place functions. I tap into their inflow of their customers. It's like somebody getting into a Gallagher, and there's a Tangana guy next to the Gallagher selling the Tangana. That's what I do. I find parking lots where there's a lot of traffic, people cannot park. I identify them, I go there, set up, get my license, insurance, and then I flag people. You can park over here. How much? $20. It's full. I cannot take anybody. Let me pay you $50. Find me a spot. Let me pay you $100. Find me a spot. Because the demand is there. So identify where your demands are, where your strengths are, where you good at, what you want to do. I want to ask Gambian entrepreneurs. I just don't want you to be a Gambian entrepreneur. I want you to be able to identify what are you good at, what is there to you. What is the passion that today, if cash power is out, you cannot afford cash power. It will not stop you from producing or functioning in your business. If there is no money in your bank account, oh, I'm done. I'm giving up on my business. Now I take it. Find ways. And Mr. Jai, there are trainings coming up. Okay. And I will share some information with you. Okay. And you can share it with them. Absolutely. They can be part of. Absolutely. There are sources that are also resources coming to the Gambia. Where you can go, and it's very difficult to ask for grants and they give you the grant. But this is a secret sometimes to grant. If you know if you go by yourself, you're going to get the grant. Tap into somebody who you know can get the grant or has a capacity is better, is bigger. Tap into them. Go to Auntie Sophie, Auntie Roy, Auntie Mariama. Say, Auntie Mariama, I know you're doing this. Go to Farm Fresh and say, hey, you set up, you are a bigger entity. I'm the small guy, but I know I've got the good stuff. Let me offer you my service. Let's partner together. Let's go for this grant. So there are grants coming to the Gambia. Sometimes one of them, I remember they told me, Mr. Drammeh, we have $1 million to give. It's for women, but then they have to have 120 employees. We company in Gambia. Already we are X out before we even apply for the grant. Right? What do we do? Me. I just did a proposal this morning. I said yes. I don't even know what the contract is. I said yes. Because I know I can do it. I cannot do it, but I know I can go to him. He can go to somebody. We partner together. We can do it. So there is no secret to success to whereby it's sealed. It's open. There is no secret. It's an open book. But you have to get up on time. We have this English saying in American black neighborhood language. Early birds. The way they say it sounds so good, it sounds like music to your ear if you understand what they're saying. So get up early, get on your stuff, network with people, you know, have the passion in what you're doing. Don't let anything stop you. Rain? Oh, rain doesn't stop me. What? The wind blowing? No. Snow? What snow? I have days that they shut down the highway. They're telling people, don't drive. The boy from Gambia in his white car, he's sleeping on the highway. Car's leaving. I'm hitting stuff. I gotta get to work. I got there, nobody showed up to work, but customers will show up. The place was open. I was so disappointed when I found the business place. It was a restaurant. But the restaurant will not close for anything. It's a Japanese restaurant. Electricity is out. You know what they have? They have gas stove. They cook for you. When I got there, I saw them open. I was so disappointed. But that was my biggest win for my contract that day. Yeah. Because nobody showed up. I showed up. Right? So you have to show up and show out. Right? Please, we do that as Gambians. We believe that Gambia can do stuff. So on that note, I will close out. Okay. I'll stop talking. I have a lot to say. I'm telling you. I have a lot to share with Gambians. I have a lot of stories to tell. If I can motivate 1 or 2 people, I'm successful. I just told you I'm in Gambia for 3 years. I was unemployed for 2 years with no $1 coming in. And I'm paying bills in America. If my story can reach anybody in America, say, don't be afraid to come back in the Gambia. Don't be afraid to come and invest in the Gambia. And this is my calling for Gambians in the US. If you cannot come home, invest in the Gambia. Invest into somebody. So I want you all to reach out to them. Tell them what you're doing. All you need is somebody to invest into you. You can own the company, they own the money, but you want a stake in your business, right? You do it. If you cannot find somebody in America, find somebody in Gambia. In December, I'm going to have an event whereby we're going to do something like a Shark Tank. We have a panel. We have these Gambian millionaires sit down, or the people that we feel they're millionaires. You come and pitch to them what you're doing. You have a business, you have a good stuff. Your niche is good. Your idea is great. You believe in your product, right? You come and tell them, sell it to them. And tell them, hey, take a 20% stake in my operations, but I need $2 million. Convince somebody. If 1 or 2 people can do that every year, I believe that Gambia is now going to be progressing in that sense. I'm knocking on doors every day now. Minister of Trade, diaper, I'm going to them. I say, listen, we're going to export. And like, we've been trying. Oh, yeah. But now we're going to do something new. What are we going to do new? Well, we don't have a facility where we do packaging. We need to find packaging companies. He can help. Right? He can help. Mr. Mbai can help. But why is nobody going to them? Their packaging are good. Didn't I visit your office? Yeah. And saw some things and tell you what we need to do? Yeah. And that's what I'm doing now. You know, I use my own money, I use my own gas, not because I want to have a success story at AMCHAM. I want to see a Gambian success story, whereby I go into a supermarket and I see tuna. I'm not a big seafood person, but I do eat tuna. And tuna is so good to me when my wife is not around, when I'm a bachelor. I make tuna, put some mayonnaise in it and some vinegar, right? And this tuna is so good. I never knew who produced the tuna. One day I turned the package around and looked at the package. And this is very emotional to me. Who produced the tuna? Senegal. And I sent it to somebody whose husband is Senegalese. She's Gambian. She said, oh, my brother, don't worry, this is not Senegalese tuna. I said, where is the tuna from? Gambia. From the Gambia. They go to Tangier because people who may not know how to cook tuna, Senegalese buy them. So imagine you have something, you have good stuff. Somebody comes and buys it from you and go and make millions. Yeah. Maybe there are other products I don't know in the Gambia, natural resources where the Chinese or other people coming to buy it. Yeah. If they come in and buy it, they're making millions of them. Yeah. So what do we do? I ask you guys a question. And again, my name is Momodou Lamin Drammeh. I'm the CEO of the American Chamber of Commerce.